Mountain biking is a very demanding sport, not only in terms of endurance, but also with regards to power and coordination. As a rider, you always need power and coordination at the same time, whether going downhill, accelerating, or simply when managing tricky trail situations. Today I'm showing you some simple exercises that everybody can do back home, but they are really efficient to get fitter and faster on the bike. Okay, here we have a shoulder and arm exercise. It's also really, it's also the core. It's always like you need some balance, and then take your arms and you pull that thing that is around 5 kilos. You have to stabilize your core quite hard. Easier, you just leave that. You just take something to pull. You can also take a 5 kilo weight or a bottle, a 2 liter bottle or something. Even easier is just to go like this. Or if you're a bit harder, you go like this. So that's arm and core, and especially shoulder. For recovery, I'm standing on a balance board and I'm juggle. Try to imagine I'm now in a race and try to manage the rock garden as good as possible and take a nice line. And that's 20 seconds recovery. You take a ball in between 0 kilos, you can also do it without, or up to 5 kilos. This is now a 2 kilos ball. Take it in between your legs. You go somewhere to a wall where you can hold, and then you go to the sides down. Never touch the ground and go quick up, slow down. Just sit on it. If it's easy, you can close your eyes. Makes it much more difficult. Here again, you can imagine you are in a race. You take a rock garden or a jump, and that's a really good one for the legs. It's like if you pedal, we always train just to push down the pedals, but you also have to pull a little bit, and that's a really good exercise to pull the pedal up. Take the balance board, hands in riding direction, pull up, you push enough down. To make it easier, you just can take a bit less weight. Depends also about the floor. If the floor is really, if it's a bit slippery, then it makes it much easier. So that's 5 kilos. The green one was 10 kilos. If this is still too hard, you do it without the balance board. What's also really good for core covering is hula hoop. If you want to have it harder or more difficult, you do the same on a balance board. If you have one of those pedalos, an old skateboard, up and back. Super tough one. Go on the balance board, down. Then you do a push up and up, and then you try to lift one arm up. Push up. If this is too hard, you do with 2 legs. Down. If you have one of those benches, your gym, or you can also do it on a table or everywhere. Really important, a nice movement. You can close your eyes. You can also here imagine you are riding. Recovery for legs. You can also do it on a balance board. It's actually, again, all my arms exercise, what I'm showing today. It's again a lot of shoulder and core. Core is anyway the most important thing. You can also use that, but the pedal is actually the best, because, and if you have one of those pedals, just try to go as far as you can. Just go not that far, and you go back. Close your eyes. I showed you before. That's a really good leg exercise. You have to jump. Make sure about your orientation. So the idea is to jump from the bench down, look straight to the other side, jump up and look again straight out. And if it's too hard, you just do it less reps. You just wait up here, you do one jump and then you wait again. Do the next jump, you wait. Back again on the balance board, juggling. This one here is a really special one. You need arm. You stand on a Swiss ball. Best is if you have a handlebar. Take your old handlebar, put some weight on. Same position on the bike. And then you go slowly down, slowly up. It's much easier if you stop sometimes up at the top or the bottom. But the idea is to never stop that. If this is too difficult, you can also take something like this. You just, after half time, you change your leg. For recovery, legs, foot in front, sometimes the left. And also here, always important, you have to look in riding direction and not down. Always where you wanna ride next. Next one is, we're done.